Alright, guys, take 3, and we're doing this yet again. First time, Fez was muted. Second time, the ads in the for the cinematic were on, and you can't hear us because it's just so loud. I have to fix that. I have to make sure that the audio is turned off for those cinematics. Alright, okay. So, guys, we have a bit of an update from one of Fez's contacts. Do you want to do us the honors again, Fez, and just tell us what your contact was saying? We're going to try and keep this video quick.
Long story short, um, basically, they're saying that it's possible that we could see the arboreal stalker and the whatchamacallit,
Spacebar.
the space whale, in possible 3.14.
So we do know that they are working on the space whale. We do know that there is a mascot that apparently is happening at Origin. We also do know that it is on the roadmap for a creature for a space whale. They did say that the stalker was going to be the first animal to put in the game, so it's entirely possible the space whale might come at a later date. Might be the second one that gets put in the game. But the theory is at the moment is that we might actually have hunting in Star Citizen, i.e., you might be able to go and actually hunt the space whale or the stalker. Now, the reason why we're saying this is a couple of things. So here is obviously a list of creatures that they're talking about bringing in Star Citizen. It's in French, so excuse my French. But here's the stalker here, and you do actually see that a guy is actually pointing a rifle at the stalker. Now, they're talking about making it so that the stalker is an aggressive creature if you get too close to it. If that's the case, they're going to have to put a damage count on it so that you will be able to defend yourself against the stalker. Because otherwise, if they make it so that it's invulnerable, you will be able to just run, well, until your heart gives out, and then basically it'll maul you and eat you to death.
Lovely.
So at the end of the day, I imagine they will put a damage modifier or sort of a damage counter on it, so that you'll be able to at least wound it, and maybe by shooting it, it'll then turn around and run off or something like that. Maybe. But at the end of the day, if there's some way to kill it, I imagine people are going to find it. I'm thinking Nova Tank, just to see what happens. Yeah, I know it's probably overkill, but I do think that obviously going through and hunting Stalker will be a fun aspect of the game. So at the end of the day, I kind of hope this is a rumored to be true. Now, obviously, guys, full disclosure, it is just that. It is a rumor. It is something that we're talking about. Obviously, yes, I do think the Stalker will be in the game. Whether or not we'll be able to hunt it, Space Whale, I would say probably not. The Stalker, I would say maybe. Because, like I say, if they make it so that the Stalker chases after you, there's got to be some way of defending yourself from it, right? And they could always make it so that when it's killed, another one spawns in or something. Sorry, I'm yawning. Another one spawns in and spawns in at its home, and then it goes off and forages for food again. I don't know, but yeah, I'm kind of interested because at the end of the day, I'd like to see what happens if you shoot a stalker with a gun or a tank or a ship. As for the whale, though, I think the whale's going to be impervious. I think at the end of the day, they will maybe make it so that it has just such high DPS that you probably won't be able to kill it. Although that said, I'm thinking a small ship like the Aurora, full with quantum containers and a bullet. Once it's biting you, once it's swallowed your ship whole, will you be able to blow it up from the inside? Maybe, Farscape style? Maybe? I don't know. What do you think? Thoughts and opinions first?
Hmm. Now that does sound fun.
They'd be like, I know,
Other
great.
than other than the whole me getting killed by the beast thing, but
Well, if it swallows you whole and it mightn't kill you straight away. It might give you a chance to fast escape style escape by tickling the reflex gland of the whale. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving this way too much thought. It's late here. But at the end of the day, it would be kind of cool if it swallowed you whole and then you had to fly out of it somehow. Maybe you shoot its teeth, causing it to go, ah, and then you fly out the mouth.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just want to know, if we go hunting space whales, do we have to go Japanese costume?
Maybe.
We get dressed up
That's a heavy maybe.
Get dressed up like a Japanese Navy, like, whaling captain ship commander. Who do you think would be the first to take down the stalker? Which streamer? I think it's more a Vertigo thing. I think HC Vertigo might do it more than anybody. He likes trolling. Besides you and me, of course. We're going to try and do it. But, second bits of news to talk about. Inside Star Citizen. Should we talk about this or not?
Sure.
So 10.5-minute episode, and it felt like a complete waste of time. I would have rathered, and I actually wrote this in the comment section, I would have rathered watching them paint the Habs in Hurston and watching the paint dry than that episode. It felt like it was an ad for the HC C2 Hercules, M2 Hercules, and for the tank. The only piece of information in there that was interesting was them talking about how the tread system works, and that was for like 30 seconds. It's basically, it's an ad for the Hercules. That's all it is. It's an ad. Like, you skip through it and they just... Yeah, obviously you guys can't hear it. I've got it muted. I'll mute
Refinement. Entry available on... But that's not... But why not make it?
So it feels like an ad. At the end of the day, obviously the roadmap, we know the roadmap is skinny for 3.14. They have taken a lot out of it. But there are stuff on there that they could have used in the episode. They could have talked about, the Law and Order surrender. They could have talked about the capacitors. They could have talked about the gas cloud tech for the space station or for the planet. Like I said, obviously there's a lot of things on there they have talked about in the past. But there's obviously stuff they could have also thrown in to make it better or something. This just felt like a 10.5-minute ad for the for the C2, the M2, and the tank. To me, that's what it felt like. I don't know. What were your thoughts? Bart's? Thoughts? Opinions?
What? Huh? What? Yes.
Okay, so Ferrets isn't listening, so we'll just move straight on. But yeah, at the end of the day, I don't know, guys. Do you think I'm being too harsh on CIG? Do you think this was just a filler episode, or do you think at the end of the day they could have done better? Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comment section below. Apart from that, also when it comes to the hunting of the Yeti and the whale, do you think we're going to be able to hunt them, or do you think at the end of the day they just might be in the game? I would say the Yeti maybe in the game in 3.14, and I would say maybe a X patch for the whale, or 3.15 or 3.16 for the whale. I don't think it's going to come out at the same time as the Yeti. But let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. Apart from that, guys, obviously this video has been helpful. Please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Ferrets' details are in the link description below. Feel free to go and give him some love. I think you said you weren't going to stream today.
No, not feeling it right now.
No. So, yeah, and obviously on this channel we're going to be uploading some videos soon when it comes to Imperium, Galactic Survival, of me playing that and doing the walkthrough for the 1.5. But I have some serious problems with that game when it comes to end of game content, which is where I'm currently at the moment. After 4 or 5 days, I'm kind of there. I'm like, okay, I've got a ship, I can fly around the solar system, now what? Apart from that, guys, let me know your thoughts are in that comment section below. Apart from that, hopefully Star Citizen Live will be better tomorrow. I haven't actually checked the schedule. What's on it? Do you know what they're going to be talking about? No, he's not listening again. That's fine. Have a great night. Enjoy yourself, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.